So I'm gonna explain the reason why I am homeless. And okay, so when I explain in this story, right, because it's real life, when I explain, I'm speaking from a place of humbleness and a place of, understanding, because for me personally, I take my internet presence very seriously, or just my presence in general seriously, right? So, you're probably thinking like, well, what happened, Juice? What happened, Malik? Why are you homeless? Well, put it like this. Respectfully, my family, they just care about money. They don't really care about people in general. That's how they raise me, and that's how they were raised. They don't really have a lot of emotional intelligence to understand that, uh people have different ways of thinking in life. Not everyone has to follow the exact rules that they apply, right? And so, the reason why I'm saying this is because they know I've been making music probably for about like 4 years, 5 years, right? And so, one thing that I've learned, and I actually just learned recently, is like I keep forgetting people will watch me on the internet, right? So people have been watching me for so long on the internet that they forget that I'm still a normal person. I'm a human being, right? I don't watch y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even watch, like, I'm so tapped in with, like, just with myself and just within content creation, is that, like, I don't even really watch RDC World how I really watch, because I want to meet them in person. You see what I'm saying? And so the reason why I'm saying this is that I really genuinely forget that what I post, people will, um, try to beat me to it. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I met someone, I'm gonna call her Stephanie, right? I met Stephanie. Like, what's so crazy? Stephanie don't give a shit if I name drop. That's the crazy part. Everybody's tripping for no fucking reason. So I met Stephanie, right? And Stephanie is 17 years old, right? And you're probably thinking like, well, Malik, well, she's 17. You're so fucking weird. Well, you don't even know the fucking story. See, the story is like, I didn't even, like, I'm not even gonna put her business out there, but she's actually more mature than me. You see what I'm saying? Like, because she met me through the Twitch. See, niggas don't understand is when I'm working, I'm in the zone, meaning like I'm working, like I'm thinking about money. Cause I met this girl at my job, right? And, and she came to me. She talked to me. She logically talked to me. I don't know what she talked about with other people. I don't even care what she talked about that. I don't really care, because even though I feel like I'm thinking logically, right? So when I say I'm thinking logically, it's more in the sense of where, like, I don't want to, cause me and her, we have a bond. Like, I don't give a fuck. Me and her, we cool. Like, we can trust me, because like the reason why we are cool is because she's the first person in my life, like, that actually, that a real life person went to my Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not slow. I'm just, like, I just don't, what's the word I'm looking for? I just don't be thinking about that stuff, if that makes sense. So, like, when the girl came to my chat, and her name is Night, I didn't really pay attention, because I didn't know, like, her name is Night, right? And the funny, like, good night, like, the funny thing about it is, she asked me, like, my dreams, and I was yapping for, like, an hour straight. I didn't know. And then, like, she told me at the end, because I was giving her advice, she told me about her family, you know what I'm saying? And the greatest part about it is, at the end, the best part about it was, like, she said she will, like, first she said she was 17. Once I heard it 17, I instantly went to dad mode. You know what I'm saying? I was already in dad mode before, because, everybody here, like, I like to carry myself a little bit differently than how everybody else carry themselves, right? And plus, like, why am I going to, like, shoot myself for other people wanting to be around me, like, want to learn from me and want me to, like, teach them, like, my faults, or teach them that, like, what they're doing wrong, or what they can teach me what I'm doing wrong, or some people just hear this to give me motivation. And so the reason why I'm saying this is, the crazy part about it is, every time I was at work, you know what I'm saying, like, she would, okay, I didn't know, you guys, I don't know Night is the girl at work. So the girl at work literally went through my Twitch and she went through my Twitch and basically communicated with me through the Twitch. And at first, the reason why I figured that out is because when I was doing my DoorDash and doing my work, is I saw her again at work, and she was like stunned. Like she was like, I never seen the side of her. She's a freaking yapper, bro. Like I know who she is. And and she's like, Night. I was like, Night. So I was like, oh wow, that's her. So, and then what I think I realized is, you're probably thinking like, well, Malik, how does this like make you home? Like, well, how did you get homeless? It's because my family is jealous or envy, I should say, very envy, because it took me a while because like I said, I've been thinking about the paper. You see what I'm saying? I've been focusing on, trying to really just better myself, and my family, they just don't respect. I'm not even gonna use the word respect. It's just they just don't like it that they just don't like her. It just is what it is. Like there's no way for me to come around it. I'm not saying my mother or my dad are bad people. They're not bad people. Me and my mom, we have our differences, but my mom helped me with my car. We made a deal, and she's still upholding her aspect on the deal. So I'm grateful for that aspect of her holding on to the deal that we both promised, what she made to me, you know what I'm saying? And as far as, and also I realize is, when it comes to the community, because I like, people don't understand, like, when I was people don't understand, like, how I got to her is because I was running away from a group of people who don't understand what boundaries are, right? They don't understand that what knows me. Like, for example, like, bro, I hate to bring it up, but like, I'm really over this. When I say this person named Salem, like, I'm just being respectful. Is like, when I say I'm over, like, I'm just friend zoning the mess out of her, not because I think she's just a bad person, or like, I understand all the actions she's taken. Like she's different. I'll use that word. She's different, right? At the same time, though, when I first met her, I knew what was going on when she was giggling on the sofa at work, just watching on her phone, but the thing about it is, people understand from my perspective is, I see this person be so depressed, not depressed to be like, oh, life sucks. Like, I mean, since the depression being like, you don't know what your next move is. Right. And so, for example, a lot of people saw that, and they saw that I fixed her heart. I fixed whatever was wrong with her. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to let it go. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, like, I bossed up too. And so, like, when I'm out in public, I'm trying to tell people, bro, I am not when I say leave me alone, like, bro, I do not want to make Stephanie, I'm the nickname Stephanie, I'm saying, nickname. I don't want to make Stephanie feel, like she's like not my number one priority, because like I'm depressed not because I cannot see her, like, I mean, I'm a little upset, but I'm not depressed I'm more depressed that I can't play the game. That's all. And that's one thing about my family is like, one thing about my parents, my mom, I did not feel comfortable at the house, my grandparents' house, random people coming in and out. I understand it's not my place to, I don't pay the rent, I don't do none of that. So I understand. So I just left, right? Because at the end of the day, I felt and logically see, because like I said, my mom has tried to put me in a mental hospital. You know what I'm saying? Now, she would say it wasn't a mental hospital, she was a regular hospital. It is what it is. I'm not going to argue with that aspect. But again, when my mother's asking me questions about did I eat, did I sleep, like, and I have songs about me saying like, oh, I don't eat, I don't sleep, like, because I'm really grinding. That's more in the sense of where, like, okay, now she's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to, trying to control my world? And I don't like the aspect of people trying to control my world, right? And, this is not even me, being angry. This is not even me being, I got to get my story out. No, bro, like, people don't understand is that, like, I literally have to have faith in a person who, like, I have a connection with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand that, like, for example, this Twitch, right? What my family did, basically, like, they saw me, I have one real supporter, because all you need is one real supporter. And I finally got that one real supporter, and they hold me. And when I say they hold me, they'd be like, okay, we're gonna try to like come in between. And that's what they did with my friend Weather. Yeah, that's what they did with my friend Weather. See, Weather, they always try coming in between me and Weather. And on Weather's side, it was the same thing on her side too. You know what I'm saying? But what I realized with Weather is, like, she is like what scares me about Weather is she is nice. Now she's nice. She was mean. She was a very mean person, but she wasn't mean because she wasn't a bully. She was just mean. You know, and that's different. I mean, just being, but her mean is like people don't understand. Her mean is or was I do what I want. I don't care how you feel. You know, so I don't really care, bro. Like, and that's just, it's a dog eat dog world. That's her brain, you know what I'm saying? And so the fact that, you know, she like listens to my music, right? And, you know, even though she like basically said my stuff was trash at first, but I was like, okay, I got a listener. I got one supporter at least, you know what I'm saying? I got something. I'm saying something, you know what I'm saying? And so now fast forward is like, now I'm more nervous to see her because like I'm so like she reminded me of like when I say a better version of my mom. I'm not comparing the two. I mean in the sense of where like she's coming into my life trying to like be a sense of security, right? Because at the end of the day, people know who I am. When I say they know who I am, like I have couples who always invite me to the house, like bro, like I just and like I'm talking about on some talking shit, like getting to know the person. I'm talking, that's how cool I am, you know, that's how chill I am, that I can walk into strangers' homes at work, you know what I'm saying? They just cool with me, right? And the reason why I'm saying is that like I'm the type of dude where like I don't want to like be like, hey bro, can I crash at your place tonight? Like, or hey bro, can I just use a room just to, you know, to work? You know, like I'm not that type of like, cause like I understand that in relationships, some women lead. And why I say some women lead is more in the sense of where like a strong-willed woman can lead, right? I'm more in the sense of where like the men can spot danger, right? That's the man's role, is to spot danger. So like when Heather, oh fuck, or when Weather, my bad, she doesn't even care. When Weather knocked on my door, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's funny because I know it's so funny. I didn't tell nobody this. It's like God sent me a sign, which is crazy because he's like Jesus was knocking on. She said Jesus about to approach you. I was like, I ain't hearing that. I heard that knock, but I wasn't prepared. Like you know, I was insecure to the fact that I didn't realize in that moment she still grew, but you know, so crazy is that she even grew more. Meaning like I didn't chase after her. I don't know why she came over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She might just, like, I don't know why she came over to this day. I don't know why. But all I know is that we, from that moment on, we have grown together. And basically what I'm trying to say is like, bro, that's how I became homeless, is because it's just basically a bunch of enviness. Like, for example, when I left my grandparents' house, right? I left and I went to my cousin Stefan's house. Family, we went to the cruise, we went everywhere. So it wasn't no just this family, this is like family. You know what I'm saying? This is family, right? I got to the crib and all I asked was, I was like, I just need a place to sleep. And my uncles, he said that we ain't gonna kick you out, Malik. We ain't gonna do that. We got you, right? We got you. I was like, okay, appreciate it. Because all I asked was just for a room, just to put my stuff in. You know what I'm saying? That's all I asked. Just put my stuff in, right? And you just to be able to see the game, like just to be able to upload, bro. Like people understand, like I'm not even playing the game to play the game. I'm playing the game as a form of entertainment, because that's, bro, I have real life supporters, bro. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, I got there. They told me everything would be good. You know, Lily, not even a week, bro. Not even a week. They told me I got to get out, and I was like, why? She's like, she just doesn't want you here. She doesn't feel comfortable you here. I was like, bro, I'm not even doing nothing. Like, I literally DoorDash, and I literally do. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, like when I say, and like people don't understand, like when I was at my other job before DoorDash, I was working 60 hours a week. Before that, at Domino's, I was working 40 hours a week because they wouldn't let you work over 40 hours a week. And then at Domino's, bro, everybody from Domino's literally try to like, bro, bring me down. And when I say bring me down, try to get in my way, ask Salem. Ask, like, she ain't gonna say nothing. And when I say she ain't gonna say nothing, meaning like, bro, what she does and what she got going on in her life has nothing to do with me. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So when people like me speaking on this is meaning sense where I'm just telling a story, right? I put it like this: me and Salem would never have like a romantic relationship, if that makes sense, right? Yes, I could, at one point, I did feel something for her. When I say feel, I'm in the sense of where, like, a feeling of sense of where, like, a companionship, a camaraderie. I really don't care no more, if that makes sense. You know, I'm really focused on, like, she got her crew, I got my crew. And, you know, I'm not allied. She's allies with me. I'm not allies with her. I'm not going to go out my way to, you know, to mess with her. You know what I'm saying? To bring her down. You know what I'm saying? If I'm ever going to communicate with her, it'll be to uplift, or she going to uplift me. Like, I'm not doing that shit. So at the end of the day, like, this is what I mean in the sense of where that's why I'm homeless, is because of just basically a bunch of enviness. I don't really know how to explain it, because all I want to do is game. Like, that's all I want to do is game. Like, when I say game, like, bro, I've had this vision where I genuinely want to create a gamer squad, right? And, you know, honestly, bro, it can be a gamer. Like, I tell people this all the time. Like, I want a squad with people that I genuinely rock with. And it could be girls too. I don't care. We live in a time period where girls have actually the best opportunities to become great content creators. And I'm so open-minded, is that, like, I don't even care what type of content you create. I just want you to be yourself and be the person who you are on cam, on and off. And once I mean by different personality, I mean, you can be nonchalant, because in reality, I don't even talk. Okay, I don't even talk this much, you know, in person, unless I really rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Or if I really understand your story. I don't gotta rock with you if I just understand your story and if I understand who you are. Because at the end of the day, people like, oh, Malik, your hair is like, this is why I mean, oh, your hair is not nappy, your hair is this, your hair is that. But the crazy part about it is, bro, I'm door dashing, I'm still pulling women. And when we probably think like, what do you mean, Malik? I'm like, yo, I DoorDash, I knocked on the door, a African queen, you know what I'm saying, black queen. Well, not African, she's black queen. You know, I gave her the food, and she was like, she texted me on the DoorDash. She was like, what's your name? What's how old are you? And am I single? And I basically told her I'm married, and I'm not married. And this is what, but they see what I'm saying. This is what I mean. I'll come back down to it. Is like, I genuinely care for, I forgot it, the girl, Twitch girl. I genuinely care for her. I genuinely care, right? I care for her so much, is that, like, I don't even want to put on labels. Like, that's the type, because people don't understand the type of, let's say, the connection we have, right? Our connection isn't built off of lust. It isn't built off of, when I say sin, it's not built off of anything negative. That's y'all niggas. Like, so that's what pisses me off, is because, nigga, y'all are stopping my motion, right? I'm not asking her to, pay my bills. I'm not even asking her to, make content with me. I'm not asking her to do nothing. I just like being around her, and she likes to be around me. She actually bugs me. I don't even fucking bug her. She bugs me. You see what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, is like, if you're making me mad, you're making her mad, in the sense where, like she feels the same pain as me. Like, you see what I'm saying? And so, like, at the end of the day, because, like, I'm the type of nigga be like, bro, I put it like this, bro. Relationship for me is totally different, especially nowadays. Especially what I went through too, because even with weather, you know, weather is more in the sense of where, like, she's probably the only person from my past that I would accept back as, like, someone as like a right and the left wing, because not because of the mistakes that she has made, because I might say makes mistakes. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, like, you know, when she told me, like, I need to gain wisdom, and I did gain wisdom, right? And the wisdom aspect, the wisdom is not forgiveness, because I have nothing to forgive. She didn't make it wrong. She didn't do anything wrong to me. She just betted on somebody else. But the wisdom is allowing weather to, you know, in her own way, show me, like, hey, like, I'm here for you, and I changed. All I asked was, let's go at my pace. You know what I'm saying? That's all I asked. Because as the man, I get to control the pace. That's the one thing about the man, you get to control the pace. Because if it was up to her, she would just break down my door. Like, you see what I'm saying? So she's learned, like, because I'm not like every other dude, right? People probably think, like, oh, he's shy, Malik's shy, you know, he's not very, you know, he's not a man, he doesn't flex, you know what I'm saying? You know, I can beat him up. But, like, you can't, though. When I say you can't, yes, you can beat me up. But at the end of the day, the way women love me based on how I treat other people. That's how women view me, and how I treat them. So for example, when everybody in the workplace force is over here doing personal stuff on the clock, and I'm the only one not doing anything personal on the clock, I'm really trying to grind. People see that and people notice that. People be like, oh, he's really serious about, you know, his money. He's serious about his time. Like, he's serious, bro. And, like, I'm just really serious about my craft. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, I just really genuinely just want to be left alone. Like, when I say be left alone, like, I don't want to be involved with y'all's world drama. I don't want to be involved with the city drama. I don't want to be involved with the family drama. I don't want to be involved with no drama, bro. Like, look, bro, I tell people this all my time. My life is a love story with a bunch of women. Excuse me. And, you know, I weed out the toxic women. I mean, okay, every woman is toxic, right? But there's something called positivity toxic, where, like, for example, whether nagging me, you know, whether, you know, continuing to watch me, you know, whether, you know, continuing to, you know, just basically keep checking up on me, that's not toxic. She just showed me that she cares, right? And that's a rare quality for women to care. And I'm so humble to a point of where, like, when I say humble, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm just the perfect saint. I mean, in the sense of where I'm so aware that, you know, not like if it's coming from her, that it's real. Because if you asked me 3-4 years ago about whether doing this shit, being this type of person, I'd be like, bro, you're fucking insane. You like, bro, she's like an emperor. Like, what are you talking about, bro? She's blonde hair. Like, bro, what are you talking about? So, like, this version, like, and, you know, thinking about between me and Weather, a lot of people don't understand that if I put myself in her shoes, right? Because I'm a nigga, so I understand what she's going through. Like, people don't even view her as, like, a person. They just view her as, like, a piece of meat. Like, they just view her as, like, oh, she's hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't even view, like, I mean, in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? In the beginning, of course, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to smash. Until I really got to know her, I really started seeing, like, when I say the flaws, not the flaws in the person, but when you really know a person, you start seeing flaws. Like, you start becoming comfortable with them, and they start showing them the true self. And I saw sides of her that I just wouldn't tolerate. I saw what other men would tolerate, I wouldn't tolerate, right? So now, like I said, we're on this journey together. And, you know, this is what I mean in the sense of where, like, I'm learning, like, bro, like I'm okay with isolation, right? Like, I'm just so, like, when I say depressed, like, I mean, I still work out, you know what I'm saying? I still gotta do my stuff, you know, I'm the captain, you know, you see what I'm saying? I'm still leading, you see what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, like, the thing about Twitch and thing about, like, social media is that I'm not going, like, it's this Twitch, this real life, right? So, my supporters, Star, I'm going to call her Star knows that, okay, the reason why Malik's not grinding on the internet right now is because what his family going through, okay, and, you know, he doesn't have a place to stay. So I get that. I'm not going to switch up on him. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of people want Star to switch up on me, which is kind of crazy. And that's what really, like, hurts most, is that people will rather see me lose than see me win, because they envy what I attracted, and not because at the end of the day, Star can be like, you know, Malik, I'm going to do something else. And I have to be like, okay, like, she's her own person. Like, one thing I'm learning about society, because we have the same eyes, we saw the same things. People don't understand. So, like, when we get her side of the story, y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Because niggas don't understand what I saw. Niggas don't understand that what I had to, when I say what I had to do, I didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the protector. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I think people gotta really understand, bro. Like, your life, my life is not your life, bro. Like, I'm trying to explain this to people, bro. I just don't understand. Get this through your head. My life is my life, okay? you're not me, and I don't want you to be me, right? And like, I understand about trying to find, like, I watch anime, right? And I take personalities from anime and I apply it to myself, and I understand that, and I that's what I do, right? So I'm giving you game and sauce. I'm like, you do that, like, because everybody's brain wired different, right? But the problem is a lot of people will watch me, and they try to take my personality, and they think that they're me, like they try to become themselves through me without actually gaining the knowledge of what I know and going through the same thing. Like, for example, like Fairy Tail. I just started watching Fairy Tail, so I'm getting a lot of magic knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Am I using magic right now? I don't fucking know. You see what I'm saying? I'm just ice. I'm just cold. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, I think people don't understand where I just genuinely just want to be happy, bro. Like, I think when I say happy, I just want to live life where, the people around me don't have to stress. And when I say stress, man, just don't have to, just worry, bro. Like, I'm the type of, I understand, and this is what I mean, where I know I'm a man, and I know my dad did teach me the right way. I might not agree with the way my dad handles relationships, or the way my dad handles just anything in general. I really don't agree. But at the end of the day, I know my dad taught me to be a good man. And what I think I learned is about being is a good man is, protecting what you deem is, when I say right, or like what you find valuable. And I really generally find Star valuable. And like whoever she brings along with. And when I say bring along with, it's mean in a sense where, like, bro, she has her own community too. People don't understand that. Like, she has her own community and I have my own community, which I don't like. My own community is just me, because people don't understand is, like, yes, I used to be a person where, like, I used to be around a lot of people so I can learn, but then I started branching out and I learned, I take this philosophy from my cousin, Chef Save. He literally said, bro, his whole mindset is the only one who could beat me is me. And I really started thinking like that, like, mentally I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? But physically, I can do better physically. You see what I'm saying? I can do better with my eating. I can get better, with my skin. Like not even like, I think, who cares about, like, my face and my hair? No one cares, because I can still pull women. They don't really care about that. You know what I'm saying? But and plus it's like, I don't really care about that, right? Who am I pressing right now? You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to play the game. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, I like to keep my face. I might get my, side cut, but I'm just chilling and grinding. You see what I'm saying? I don't even want to play soccer right now, bro. I just really just want a game. You know what I'm saying? That's, like, I think that's one reason why. I think that's why, another reason why my family doesn't really rock with me like that, because is that I'm living out my dream in front of them, and it's not my fault. Because when I say it's not my fault, I put in the work. I went to Texas. I worked in Atlanta, did sales, bro. I was cleaning toilets, you know what I'm saying? Like, just to be able to get in conversations with the bosses, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand, like, what I had to go through just for me to have a standing chance. So when I come back to Cartersville, everybody made a plan for me to fail, and I still beat them, right? But I cannot beat a group of people, right? I can't beat people who, I cannot beat a group of people who are objective is for them to hurt me, right? Their objective is not to understand. Their objective is to hate, right? So, like, for example, someone told me, like, I'm always going to have haters, right? And I was like, I totally disagree, because yes, I can hate on the action that you do, but I cannot hate on the person, because I don't hate myself. You see what I'm saying? If I hated myself, then I would hate everybody else. But I don't hate myself. I actually love myself a lot. I really do. I really do love myself. Like, yes, I look in the mirror and be like, damn, my hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could do better with my hair. Like, yeah, I get insecure about that shit too. Yes, I get insecure about my looks, yes, but I don't hate the person I am. Like, my biggest flex was fixing Salem's heart, and I'm okay with that. Like, niggas don't understand that, like, I fix a person's heart that has no value to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, her in my life doesn't affect me, her outside my life doesn't affect me. I just expect her to be at the top. You see what I'm saying? I expect her to live out her dreams. I expect her to be the person that she always wanted to become. And, you know, if that's the local star, if that's like the state star, the worldwide star, I just need her to be a star. You see what I'm saying? That's what I do. Is I like fixing women's heart. I don't like fixing y'all niggas. Nigga, fix your own heart, nigga. Look, man, I like fixing women's hearts because I ain't gonna hold you, man. It gives me a sense of satisfaction. When I say satisfaction, it gives me a sense of like purpose. Like, as a man, it gives me a sense of like I'm doing something right. Right? I'm not trying to be a therapist. I'm not trying to hear your problem. I'm not trying to do none of that, honestly. I don't even like people for real. I really don't. The reason why I did it, I think the reason why I actually helped her, why did I help her? I really, I mean, besides, she's cute, you know what I'm saying? Besides, she's good looking, you know what I'm saying? Like, she actually doesn't have a body, which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So, also, when someone doesn't have a body when a woman has her brain, that's all she really has is her brain, compared to, other big women, big tits, big ass. I don't really care about that. I really don't, bro. I care about that, I care about that, but the brain is where it's at. And one thing I realized is that, like, I would rather see, I can see people who can help others, or either help others or destroy others. Meaning in the sense of where, like, followers, like, everybody has their own dreams, right? And I understand what it's like. I put it like this: I understand what it feels like to have someone you love die. Like, like someone, an artist, like, someone died. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn, bro. Now you wanted to meet that person, you connected with that person, now they're just gone. And I understand that feeling, and I understand that pain, right? So my pain was like, okay, I'm gonna help you out, right? I'm not expecting anything in return. I didn't expect anything in return. Actually, I got shitted on, right? Not even shit on. It's just I just switched rooms. You know what I'm saying? I avoided it, but it's more in the sense where, like, I was like, damn. Being a good person, actually, it did help me, because I met Star at the place, and she saw my story, and she saw I was a good man, and she basically won me over. But this is what I mean, like, when I say good men, like, good, I understand why there's no good men in this world, man, because you just keep treating the good men like trash, you know what I'm saying? And, like, for example, like, I know I'm a good man. Like, I'm not going to go out my way to hurt somebody, bro. Like, I'm not doing that. No means no, yes means yes. You know what I'm saying? And so, at the end of the day, like, I think I'm more in the sense of where, like, bro, like, I just want peace, man. That's all I want, bro. Like, I put it like this, bro. Like, I'm not buying a hotel. I'm not doing none of that. I'm staying in my car. If I'm only going to stay at one other person's house, if that person finds me, she got to find me. I'm not finding her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, like, I put it like this, I just basically had to get this out, man. That's the reason why I'm homeless, man. It's just because my family just envy, bro. It's pretty simple, man. Just pretty simple, like, I mean, I don't know what more to say. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I just gotta keep going, man. This is actually making me more. I was already nonchalant, but this is making me way more nonchalant because I really don't care. But hey, hope y'all be easy, bro.